ahead and strike a
Such
pose,
a
Duck. You got a
poser.
second?
Vogue,
No, I'm
man,
just kidding.
bringing
We
it.
were live for about
Oh,
half that.
God damn it. All right.
Okay,
Hey,
we're good to
everybody. All right.
Good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other, it's a full house, to be honest with you, other camp counselors. We have, let's see, who do we got? Sorry. We've got Jake, so hungry. I need to feed Pinkston. Jake, how are you doing, sir? What the fuck? Why? Is what he has held up. Well, we can go to the man right now and ask what the fuck why. We got Javi. Gets very emotional when we are near them. That's what it is. I tried to get stuff from the movie, but it was hard. Javi, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
Let's see how this goes, my friend. Let's see how this goes. We got David. Definitely the demon virus Jessup. David, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man.
Good. We got Austin. Gonna be a little rough with you. McDonald Austin, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm having a day.
And we got Jay. You go to hell. Here's your ticket. Clinton Jay, how are you doing, sir?
I'm glad you gave me the best line. I like
Yeah,
that.
it was definitely the best line of the movie, 100%. And finally, we got Ethan. I'm sure it tastes like crap, Eastwood. Ethan, how are you doing, sir?
Well, I can revel in the fact that I'm going to be having a better day than Mr. Javi here in about 5 minutes.
So, guys, we watched Biohunter, released on December 8th, 1995 in Japan, with a runtime of a lingering 60 minutes. It is
Fuck, dude,
long.
it felt like a goddamn eternity, dude. This shit fucking dragged the fuck out. God damn this shit.
So, synopsis. 2 scientists are attempting to distribute a cure for a demon virus that is affecting people all over Japan. However, things have become complicated. One of them has been infected. So begins the battle with himself as he attempts to not only control his emergent demon side, but also to save the lives of others by wielding its great strength. Yes.
Source IMDb.
Yes. Dude, barely. There's nothing out there on this movie. There's no trivia. There's barely synopsis.
The movie doesn't even know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
There's no point.
There was all of that in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this was first released by Urban Vision, and evidently they were a pretty good producer of anime films in the 90s and into the early 2000s, but they are no longer active. They have been bought out by somebody else for distribution. But it was a pretty big deal because this is one of the first animes to really come over and start the anime revolution of the 1990s. So regardless of what we think about this movie, and I'm sure we have thoughts, it was at the breaking point of anime becoming big. So if you're a weeb, you probably appreciate it. With that said, we don't have history with this movie other than Javi. So instead of doing history, David's got history with this movie. You've seen this before.
Yes, I have.
Where did you see this?
I saw this in the 90s. The guy that runs Curious Garden and Curiosities, where I have my creepy art, Jason Cohen, he used to own a video store in Fair Park called Forbidden Video. And he was one of the only places in Dallas that had really hardcore anime. Like the really creepy, tentacle, rapey stuff. And he had all of them, man. He had all the really hardcore anime. And that's when I first saw it. And I used to splice together videos I would watch while I was tripping. And this was in there, man. This was in there.
No shit.
Wow.
What would you splice the videos together on, VHS?
I would do tape to tape. Yeah. VHS to VHS.
Right.
And splice it like old school style. Yeah.
No shit. And what did you grab from this movie? Just the gory stuff?
All the Thing. It all reminded me of The Thing. Any tentacles, mouth opening up, like all that really trippy stuff. I really like the one flashback vision when I see all the deaths from like Vietnam or something, or some kind of war imagery, stuff like that. I would put all that crap together. And I had 2 very particular VHS tapes. You would have VHS tapes to watch while you were tripping on acid, and VHS tapes to watch while you were tripping on mushroom. And you do not want to watch the wrong tape, depending on what drug you're on.
Acid.
Yeah, my ex-wife watched it while tripping on acid, and she was like, "That wasn't good."
No, that was not good. No,
you gotta label these better.
Well, Javi, what's your history with the movie, and why'd you bring it to the cast?
All right.
And I didn't mean it to sound that aggressive.
Well,
No, but seriously.
the guy who wrote this movie wrote one of my introduction to anime was this movie called Ninja Scrolls. And if you ever seen Ninja Scrolls, that movie is fucking insane, like on a really high level. It's
Wicked City.
And Wicked City. And you also
that's
wrote
another
Wicked
good.
City.
That's another one I like a lot.
And it's a really good. The writer is solid. This OVA was strictly made for this one, and the only reason the studio made it, and they just said, with anime, it's all about name recognition. It's all about either the writer, the director, or who's animating it. And for this one, their big draw was the guy who wrote Wicked City and Ninja Scroll, and that was their big thing. All right, yeah, just write us something about an hour long. We'll make it on the cheap. This was a really cheaply made movie.
You don't say.
It shows.
I gotta say though, yes, it was. There's aspects of it that are really cheap, but when it comes to like some of the gore, they did a really cool job of the perspective when they had the stuff going in front of the camera that was like out of focus. Yeah. Especially if you compare it to the other anime films we watched, Perfect Blue. This animation style was a lot better, especially when it comes to the gore.
It was like hyper stylized with it too, and I really appreciate it. That's something like only like 90s anime had, like Geno Cyber and something. This movie and Ninja Scroll, like, those early animes, they went full tilt with the gore, and they did it really well. And that's one thing I really liked about Biohonor.
Yeah. So when did you see this movie initially, Javi?
I saw this movie about 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see it like when it first came out.
So you were a fan of this, though?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what it sounds like to me is that y'all like the art style in it, but I haven't heard a thing about the fucking movie itself if you try watching it coherently, because this shit is all over the place. It doesn't even fucking make any goddamn sense. It doesn't even have a fucking point to it.
I was tripping on acid when I watched it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had to be. So that's all that fucking matters. If I'm trying to watch this shit coherently as like a fucking movie that we're supposed to review for this, what the fuck am I watching?
You're watching some really good 90s suits.
I'm seeing maybe 5 minutes total in a 60-minute long movie of some cool scenes here and there peppered in. I get one cool line from the guy who's drawn weird with the red hair and the purple suit. You know what the line is.
Go to hell. Here's your ticket.
Good pod. Well, let's do this. Since the rest of us don't have history with the movie, I want to ask history with anime itself. So, Ethan, what is your history with anime? Do you watch anime? Do you enjoy it?
Some. My roommate's pretty big into it, more so than me, so I kind of get it secondhand. He's like the filter. I get only the good bits. Before that, I'd say mainly my sister watched a whole lot of it, and other than that, there was shows I liked here and there. Really liked Zatch Bell, Rave Master, some of the other stuff that they showed on Toonami, Adult Swim, stuff like that years back. But other than that, I mean, I have my one anime obsession, the whole shelf of Persona over there. But other than that, I'd say I'm not hardcore into anime. It's got to be
not a weed.
Yeah.
Not a weed. How about you, Austin? Are you into anime at all?
No.
A big no. Never, no, nothing.
I don't think I would dislike it if I could find one that, if I looked around a little bit and maybe tried some, but I just never have. And I did not enjoy this. I didn't enjoy this at all.
Jay, how about you? Jay, you seem to like anime. We were talking last week, and you were saying that you do enjoy quite a bit of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my first exposure to it was probably back in '93. We had a Sci-Fi Channel was the first introduction. They had a special called Adventures in Japanese Animation. They played a few movies. Most notably was Lensman and Vampire Hunter D. Before you really got, mainstream, other movies, like these were kind of like your first introductions to it. And I just remember seeing it back then and just thinking that the animation was better than anything we ever had here in the West, and I thought that was very impressive. And then also the amount of freedom they gave their animators to go push the envelope with violence and sex and material, I always thought was another way to, expand animation. And I think that I watched this movie first time ever I've seen this, but movies like it I'd probably saw around the time it came out were Devilman, 3x3 Eyes. Those are some other ones. Of course, Akira.
Yeah,
I mean,
Raph is actually in our YouTube chat. He just recommended Akira too.
I mean, like these movies are not just important in the sense of anime; they're just important in the sense of what storytelling became in movies themselves. If any of you guys, claim to be a fan of The Matrix, then I hate to break it to you, you're a fan of anime. It's just the way it is, whether you like
Ghost
it or
in
not.
the Shell, man. Ghost in the Shell.
I mean, like it's just, and I watched this movie as, and I try to take myself out of who I am now at 40. I'm like, who would I have been at 14 watching this movie? And I was like, yeah, this would have been my shit without a doubt. I just wish that it almost feels like a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does.
And that's if I were to give it a big gripe, and I would agree with Jake that it does kind of lack a little direction. But I think a lot of those, like the X-Files, the first episode lacked a lot of direction. Buffy the Vampire Slayer did the same thing. I think it falls in line with a story that's trying to find itself.
Well, the first episode of Friends.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I just so random.
Okay.
But yeah, that's most of my experience. I just thought it was some of the coolest shit. Now as I've gotten older, I'm not like I don't keep up with it, but back then, yeah, thought it was the shit for sure.
Jake, how about you with anime? What do you think?
Love it. It's my favorite.
Damn it.
Next.
I should have known. I'm somewhere in between. I appreciate the Studio Ghibli, whatever, Studio Ghibli movies. I think that's how you say it.
Javi, I see you're chomping at the bit to correct
He
him.
knows
Spit
that
it
I
out,
like
motherfucker.
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli. Thank you.
Ghibli.
I like the Disney of
Ghibli.
Japan. I love Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind. All amazing films. Pretty much anything down the line. I like the mainstream anime. Akira, of course, being the big one. Everyone loves Akira for what it is. You could throw most stuff at me. Then once you get into the anime movies like this, and I will agree with you, this is the foundation because, like I said, this came out early in the life cycle of anime coming to America. Whenever people started getting the rights to these movies, throwing English subs or dubs on top of there, and so this has a special place because, yeah, if you would have found this in 1995, I think it would have been more profound. But as it stands as a movie, this has become the trope of what anime is. This is the most anime ever. About the point where tentacle porn started happening, which I did clip. We're going to see it. That's when I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this. And nothing really happens in this movie. And that's the thing. For 60 minutes, it's a long fucking 60 minutes. So let's get into talking about it. It opens with the sex scene, gets it out of the way up front.
That's what sold Javi on this movie. He's like, oh yeah! It's got titties in the beginning!
Grabbing that hand with the titties and ripping it off. David, you like that, you said.
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. I will say that I wish I could have gotten a hold of a dubbed version. Not a dubbed version, a subtitled version. Because the dubbing is awful on this.
David, were you always a sub guy?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've always a sub guy. Yeah, I've always
from the get.
Yeah, from the get. I've always hated dubs, man.
I literally watched the sub version just to appease Javi.
David,
I appreciate that, bro.
Question.
Watch anime with subs.
Did you watch subtitled Godzilla movies when you could?
No. I never watched Godzilla for the dialogue anyway. That was like porn as a kid. The money shot was the buildings being crushed.
See, that's what's funny to me, is that everyone I've ever met that was always a sub guy never was like, no, I never did that to Godzilla movies. But like it's like the great exception.
Yeah.
All the other movies.
The Godzilla movies were just for the models. You just wanted to see modeled cities being destroyed. It was so much I remember my dad went, I'm sorry.
Monsters going at each other too.
Yeah. And like my dad once, not my dad, my stepmom, she told me, she's like, well, that's a guy in a suit. I was like, I know. That's never been a question. That's what makes it cool that it's a guy in a suit. Sorry, we got off on a Godzilla old tangent.
Oh, trust me, we can Godzilla rant all you want.
It was Bobcat Goldthwait was actually in the suit.
Knocking shit over.
Dude, destroy all monsters, man. That was the best. Get all of them on that island together.
Hobby.
Sorry.
Let's
He's
ask-
hijacked your thing.
No. Hobby. Subs or dubs? Why is there a great debate over it?
All right. With dubs, you can just tell that the voice acting is just so fucking subpar. You can tell the voice actors really don't give a shit about the material or anything. But you listen to the OG Japanese voice actor, you can hear the fucking heart they're putting into it. And it does make a difference whether you want to believe it or not. It does make a difference. You know,
I don't know.
not every American voice actor that does dub brings the type of intensity that a voice actor for Goku does, who like does a 4-minute scream and ends up passing out on camera just by going Super Saiyan 3. That's actually on film.
Wow.
No other American voice actor does that for anime dubs. It's very rare.
Very rare. So what you're saying is they don't bring the same passion.
Except for my wife, Lindsay Hale.
I was going to
who does
say,
an
you
amazing
know
job.
David's
Ah.
wife. Let us not judge too harshly here.
And you know Matt Mercer exists, right? Just
I
saying.
know Matt Mercer exists. And actually, one of my favorite dub anime artists did the voice of the main guy. He did the voice of Arn from Final Fantasy X. Completely miscast for this movie. Because that main guy did not deserve that gravelly, deep, like, oh, I'm a grizzled veteran type of voice. He was a nerdy fucking ne'er-do-well. And just completely miscast.
Down the line, what does everyone prefer? Subs or dubs? I'm dubs all the way. How about you, Ethan? Subs or dubs?
More often than not the dubs, but it is case by case because the dub has to be good. It does. And there are good dubs out there, Javi. There are. Where they are actually very passionate about the role and they actually bring something to the table that's unique.
Name one.
Parasite.
Blue.
The one he's been waiting for.
Parasite, dude.
That's the hill you're going to die on.
Dude, yes. That, Zatch Bell, Rave Master, fuck off. There's 3. Next person.
David Jessup, you said you loved them subs, right?
Yeah, I prefer so. I want to hear the original audio. I want to hear the Japanese, because I'm watching a Japanese movie.
Yeah.
You know, I want to hear that. I don't. The only time I ever liked a dubbed version was Das Boot, and it was because again the voice actors were amazing, but the German and English language are so close, it didn't look that weird when the mouth. That's another reason why I don't like dubs, is the difference in the mouth. Or as my wife Lindsay Hale, the voiceover actor, would tell me, the flaps.
Jay, how about you? Do you like the dubs or the subs?
Well, I have to disagree that the flaps are not meant to coincide, because at a Wizard World convention, I met the hitchhiker from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and his entire second half of his career was done in anime, where he was a voice actor, and he said you have to learn how to work with the flaps. And so, Javi, I definitely agree that there can definitely be some subpar acting in that regard, but that's just because people aren't willing to put in the work. But just to say that because they're American, they're inherently worse, I think that's also benign and a stupid argument. So I think that the truth is, when it comes to anything you do, if you're willing to put into work and to encapsulate the work that is needed, then you can have amazing actors like Mercer that you were speaking of, along with a whole host of others.
China,
so I mean,
there's a bunch.
Mark Britton, yeah, Mark Britton as well. Mark Britton did a ton of voices for Dragon Ball, and he was kind of the face of Dragon Ball in Texas for a long time. Probably helped expose a lot of people in Texas to Dragon Ball, even more so than Cartoon Network did in a lot of ways. That's actually a true story. So yeah, I think you can have either or, but I mean, one better than the other. I mean, I think that
it's more a case by case thing.
Yeah, you're going to be arguing till the end of time. Like the way that you feel about subs versus dubs, the way people feel about anime versus non-anime. It's like, come on, you're never going to change anybody's mind. Just to take your own.
I like subs.
Subs?
That's all I gotta say.
So he prefers Dom.
Yeah.
Austin, how about you? Subs or dubs?
Subs all the way.
Right on. Damn, I thought we were gonna get some dubs. All right, let's get back to this piece of shit movie. Okay. Here's the thing. Movie starts, Titty eats a hand. I'm down with that. Then we show up to the professors. We've got Professor Fucks his students and Professor demon virus.
The design of both
Yeah,
those characters.
Did he inject himself with the fucking
What is
shit?
the backstory?
I
Why
don't-
does he
He
have
had
the
it
demon virus?
already.
Where'd he get it from?
what?
He already had it. And
That's not an
Where'd he get
answer!
it from?
doesn't matter. The whole point of the movie is him struggling to contain it.
He's right. He's right. It doesn't-
I mean, this is all a precursor to COVID, if you think about it, guys.
I mean, I literally.
I didn't
put
see
something
anybody
back
bite
to-
a bat's head off. Come on, Jess.
No,
Ozzy
Ozzy's
did it in the
it.
80s, and
Yeah.
So we got
Yeah, we've
two
been fine.
professors who are going to. I guess their night job is getting rid of the virus one at a time. So we see an example of the girl who transformed for whatever reason. I don't know how she got the virus. I don't think they really describe it. And then they go and give her a vaccine, much like COVID, like we said. And then the demon, she escapes and she starts to fight, and we get the view of the fucking goofy-eyed demon that he transforms into with the fucking cross eyes. I don't even know what was going on with this guy.
He's a
And-
lizard werewolf.
Chupacabra.
Like a chimera.
Yeah.
I was not happy with that character design. I liked the monsters. I did not like the demon guy.
The final transformation, whenever you see his face and the horn growing, that shit was cool. I will give it that. But then whenever it turned into what it was, I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
It was very bird-like. It was like a bird.
But he's got like chameleon eyes and shit.
So
Good even.
this movie kind of goes back and forth on what that little serum thing really does. Because
They
if
go
I'm
back
not
and forth on a lot of things in this movie.
okay, so they inject the girl with it. She's fine. She's still alive, right? But when they inject the fucking evil mob boss dude at the end with it, he dies from it. He's not instantly cured. Why wouldn't they just cure Home Dog, who's helping them? With it's does it kill them? Does it heal them? What does this fucking magic potion do?
Well, they
No
said
one
that
knows.
the girl is close, but she hasn't had a full transformation, and that's what they said before they give her the vaccine. So I think that's why.
Okay.
Plus, they cut the lesions off of her. The demon cuts the lesions off one by one. So I think that's why she survives. But we never really go back and see it. But who knows? I'm trying to make excuses for a movie I didn't particularly enjoy.
I mean,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
you filled that plot hole, no problem. So it's clearly just something I missed.
So the demon guy, the professor with the demon and I don't know the guy's names. He has to eat a bunch of food then to appease the demon. Is that correct? It's kind of like the Venom scenario. Did you guys see the Venom trailer? We could talk about that for 5 minutes if you want.
Yeah. I did get Venom 5 watching it though.
So yeah, after that, I don't even remember what happens. What happens? He saves a girl in the alley. Is that right? Is that what happens next? No one even knows. See, I don't know. This movie's all over the place.
And
What happens after that?
Titties.
Yeah, titty. That's all I remember. And you know what? Every time the rapey bad guy gets like somebody, immediately the shirt just pops open and the tits come flying out.
that's
And
the other thing. Is so do they just have to eat people of the opposite sex, or is that a requirement for these demons? Because the woman, when she had the demon virus, she started eating the guy. And when any of the guys in this movie that had it, they just started chomping on the women.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't get it, but okay. Sure.
Well, I guess there's a
What
sexual
happened
aspect.
whenever the helicopter came in and they dropped that crate that had some sort of
Yeah.
side of it?
And the reverse physics happened. Like,
And it blows off his hand and it grabs onto the helicopter. I thought like the hand was gonna grow into a fucking demon or something.
I did too.
And I was like, what is going on here?
all right, that's just
And then it has the flashes like Jessup said of the old like war flashbacks. It's like, what story are they trying to tell here? Like this, what does this have to do with anything that's going on right now?
Well,
ahead,
if
Javi.
you've ever seen Full Metal Jacket, there's a director's
Yes.
cut scene that I don't know.
Javi, defend it. What happened there? Because I want to
All
know
right.
what the hand. What's
Tell us
story?
about the novelization.
the hand thing was just supposed to like be an easy, cheap way to explain with very little dialogue. Oh yeah, that's how I was able to track it because I was just following my hand.
Yeah.
That's
But
all.
why does the hand have its own personality? Or
Why does Thing have his own personality in the Addams Family? It just does.
It just works.
Hey, you do not bring in the Addams family on
Right.
this, sir. Okay, you leave them
Compare
out
the
of it.
two at all.
Jessup?
There's no correlation between the two whatsoever.
By the way, Netflix is redoing that with what's her face playing
Christina Ricci.
Morticia. Yeah, I'm totally in.
Oh, that's official?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know
Tim
if it's official.
Burton's supposed to be doing it too.
And the guy that animated the hand in this movie is going to animate the hand in the new Addams Family series. So it all, I mean, you're right, Javi. It makes sense now.
It all corresponds.
That was a lie.
Why does the hand? Why does the hand, when it picks the lock, why does it fall into her? That's the part I didn't understand. It like jumps on her back and melts her.
So he could find her easily. And in fact, that hand saved her life by grabbing the things and crushing its heart. No one knows why the ending seemed like 5 animated endings, and they said, let's just use all 5 endings.
We all sound like a kindergarten class, and Javi's like the teacher, and we're just going, but why?
Why did Jesus come back to life? It's like the Bible study.
Why?
This was his choice.
But why?
Did you guys just real quick? Did you guys hear about the guy that hijacked a school bus, and then he quit because the kids kept on peppering him with questions? He like finally just jumped off the bus and was like, "Fuck this, screw it." Hey, why did you do that? Are you gonna kill us? What are you doing? Why are you so mad? What did we? He was like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Damn kids.
He left, put the gun in his mouth, and blew his brains out. And was like, "Fuck it."
That's because kids are evil. I mean, that's further proof.
Kids are fucking stupid.
Speaking of evil things, back to the movie.
Smooth.
All right, so the girl runs through the alley. We got the thugs chasing her, and then he hides her kind of by saying that he didn't know where she is. And then we get old fucking McGrabby face start to squeeze his face. He gets bloody faced, and then he's like, he's about to turn into the demon, and they let him go for some reason. I don't remember why. But then we get our love interest, which she was a pointless character, had no personality whatsoever. Literally, she's just an object to me.
They had to simulate oral with somebody. And the John Waters character with the little pencil-thin mustache, he was like, "No, I'll go. I'll do it. Do it to me." And he was like, "No, this is going down now."
This is happening right here.
I mean, the voice acting wasn't as good as that, but
Jake, I think Funimation's going to give you a call, sir.
Thank you, man. If you could put in a good word with Lindsay and the Veep.
And then, well, what else can we really talk about? There's the scene where they're driving and the guy jumps out of the truck and he says the line, what is it? Here's your ticket.
Go to hell. Here's your ticket.
Go to hell. Here's your ticket.
The delivery on it was the best delivery on anything in this whole movie. I got a chuckle out of me. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
There's your one point.
Yeah.
I would love to hear the Japanese version of that line and anyone to defend that was better.
I would
love to hear
say.
Well, so I think this is why, because he doesn't say go to hell, he says you go to hell, which is an even weirder way of saying it. Yeah, you go to hell.
Here's your ticket.
And I feel like that line might have been changed because, like a lot of times in dubs, they have to. We were talking about the movement of the lips. Sometimes they have to add a word here or cut a word here to make it fit. And I feel like that was a prime example of
also
like go to hell doesn't quite fit there. Just throw in a you. You go to hell.
I think translation comes into a factor also whenever you're trying to send it over for the...
And shouldn't it be, here's your ticket, now you go to hell?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make more sense?
That would have been better.
Yeah, but it would have made the movie okay at that point.
All your worlds are belong to us.
How about the old man?
I was going to say the fucking dungeon master looking dude.
The fake ass Yoda. They just
Yoda, that's what I thought of
too.
Yeah,
they painted him
Yoda
fucking
guy.
flesh toned.
Yeah, I don't. He was.
Isn't that a trope? That's kind of like a trope in all anime movies, isn't it? Like the old
wise.
The old wise man
guy
who can read your genome by just touching your hand.
Yeah, this guy's a
classic.
psychic.
And they're like, he's not real. He's real. He's not real. He's real. And then the whole plot of the movie was to find him and get him because he said something mean to the bad guy. Was that what happened?
No, I think the plot of the movie was the production crew wanted a reason to go to waterfalls. And so they just kept on going to waterfalls.
That's a good. That's like what Adam Sandler does every time he makes a fucking movie.
Make it in Hawaii. It needs to be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Why? We're doing a space movie.
Because my friends
in
need a
Hawaii.
vacation. Just tell Coke that we're doing it.
He's actually dead on right. He totally admitted that. In multiple interviews. Not even a
So, hey, Adam, we have a movie. It's an action movie that takes place in the desert of Hawaii.
Oh, now we're talking.
Now we're in.
He's like,
Drew Barrymore.
oh, Hawaii?
So, yeah, the whole point of the movie was to find the old man. He finds the old man, and then the bad guy's the leader, the chief of police. Is that right? Did anyone else even...
He's a politician.
Yeah, he was in the running for like prime minister or something, and then
That's what
by
it was.
extension, he would have control of the police.
So,
what does this have to do with the story?
Yeah.
The old man pretty much saw his future and said, "You're gonna bring about a great evil," and a politician wanted to whack him and get information like, "How can I stop this so I can keep my fucking power?" Pretty much that's why they had to find the old guy.
Okay.
yeah, and then...
And then he had to rape the girl with tentacles because, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't...
Because,
like,
yeah.
the movie falls
That
apart
works.
pretty much immediately.
There's
yeah.
only one place you can go after that.
And then the end battle happens, and the end battle is not as epic as I thought it would be. But he's got the "Feed me, Seymour" in his chest, and it throws tentacles.
Hey,
Oh my God, it does look like that. Holy
It
shit,
is.
Ducky.
It's
I didn't
all
even think about
feed
that.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from, what was that movie called?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. Someone's
And-
got to overdub that.
Dude, is this the beginning of tentacle porn though? Is this like the first one?
No.
I think-
come on,
I think-
dude.
no, I
That
think
dates
Wicked
back
City.
From like 900 fucking BC and fucking Japan. What are you
Wicked
talking
City
about?
had
I mean,
tentacle
if
porn.
you
Cavemen
masturbated, then I
scrawled
guess
on the
it is.
walls.
Yeah, dude. They had it on scrolls in the fucking
Well,
ancient
let's see
temples.
what Google says.
When did tentacle porn begin?
When did tentacle porn?
I think probably the first time that tentacles really kind of came to the forefront of like fantasy.
Oh, I'm sorry,
was
guys.
H.P.
Go ahead.
Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Here we go. A brief history of tentacle porn.
Oh,
no!
no. Oh, no.
I'll be perked up pretty
It's only 400 pages.
Hey, guess when it says 1814?
Are you serious?
Oh, I knew
I
it was
swear,
like
dude,
way
yep.
back then, dude. They
Yep.
had it on
there's-
like ancient scrolls and
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
You think
1814.
they had ancient scrolls in 1800, Jake?
Hey, the pirates.
1814, Japanese artist Katusha Hokasha, best known for the portrayal of a tsunami as a threatening wall of life, gropey fingers, paints a picture of his novel The Dream of the Fisherman's Wife, depicting an octopus performing consensual cunnilingus on a diver named Tomotora. 1814. You're
Literally,
Obvious
me and
fact
Javier,
right
the
now.
faces were like happy and sad right now. Did you see that? I was like, oh my god! What? No, that's horrible. And it
Or
became a staple
awesome.
of all that. Oh well, it depends
I
on what you
guess,
think
yeah.
about
I
it.
mean, well, octopuses, like, they're really smart creatures, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're getting it.
but you know they're gonna have to keep that.
They can find a way and get in and out of all kinds of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Escape artist, I've heard. Guys,
the
I don't
original
know.
horrors.
Do you guys have anything to say about this movie? I'm struggling and I'm trying to
I
guide us
hate
through
the
it, but-
design of the two main characters. I think they both look butt-ass ugly.
Yeah.
They are awful looking. That
It's
mustache is really
Japanese
That
bad.
mustache is horrible.
And then
It's
they've got
Japanese Owen Wilson and Jeff Goldblum. That's
and then
what
the
I'm thinking.
huge 90s shoulder pad suits for the guys, and then the ponytail. The ponytail killed me, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, confession, I used to rock a ponytail.
Boom.
No.
The
You?
truth is out.
We're gonna.
I know, I
Bassist
know.
in a rock band in the 80s had a ponytail?
Sir, I wasn't in a rock until the 90s. Thank
Oh,
you.
my
very
We're gonna
bad.
need to see a picture
Early-
of that.
early-
Jason.
Practicing.
Early
practicing.
90s.
I'm
Was it the rat
practicing.
tail ponytail?
What's it? What do you? No, it was. What do you mean? Rat tail?
Was
no,
it like
no,
a
it was
mullet?
long.
Like
No,
a
no, no.
long-
It was like I just had really long hair, and I would just put it in the ponytail in the back.
And-
I'm gonna
and he-
I'll send you guys a picture.
Nothing wrong
I
with
don't,
that.
I don't think I have a ponytail picture, but I have a picture of my long hair.
Dude, it was hip in the times, bro.
and tentacle porn. Anything else about the movie though, guys? Like Ethan heated the look of the guys.
One positive point I'll give it: the fight between our demon friend and the bad guy at the end. That was actually kind of cool. up until they started fucking raping the bitch. But okay.
Whoa, dude.
Harsh.
Easy.
I liked it.
Oh, that's where you draw the line after going through the history of tentacle porn.
Yes.
Okay.
She wasn't a bitch.
Okay.
She was a very important, integral part of the story.
Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Sure.
If you listen to the story, he
said she was an important part of the story.
Very important part of the story, you guys. She has a name. She has a name, you guys.
And what's that name, David?
Atira Otushi Raka.
You had that ready to
sex
go.
position.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry, Austin. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm okay. I was just adding something on. I don't know what I was
I'm
saying.
sorry, dude. That killed me. It was so.
Just trying to ride that thunder.
For some reason, towards the end, whenever the "You Go to Hell" guy was on the walkie-talkie, and he squeezed it, and I just didn't really buy that he crushed that. It just kind of fell
very
apart.
soft.
It didn't look well. It was like, man, this is already some shitty animation in certain parts, but that did not sell.
He likes
anything.
crushing things.
He ate a
And,
magic crystal ball at one point.
And it
Crushed
just looked like
coins?
it just, I don't know.
I mean,
It
if you
looked
saw
like
somebody
the-
crush a coin in front of you, I don't think I'd be that impressed.
It
I'd just
looked
be
like it was a fake
okay.
walkie-talkie, is all I'm saying.
Well, it wasn't real because it was drawn. So yeah, it's a fake walkie-talkie. Not wrong.
Yeah, Bobby, it's called fucking satire, asshole.
I was very impressed with him eating the crystal ball. That was pretty cool.
That was. I
was
didn't
the most
understand why.
animation.
I didn't buy it either. I didn't buy that shit either. is all
I
I'm
got the
saying.
idea that guy liked to bite things and like to scare people by biting him. So he would always look for something like, what would freak somebody out? Oh, look at this crystal ball. I'm biting this.
A handful of asbestos.
I mean, as a villain, he was a villain. I don't know what to say. What else?
I learned from this movie that if you ever find yourself dying, just say "Don't die."
Oh, yeah.
Then you won't die.
Dude.
It
You need
works.
someone else to say it to you as well, though, Austin.
Well,
dude.
yeah. So if you ever see me dying, Ethan, just
Okay.
walk over and say "Don't
You know,
die."
Don't
like,
die.
I'll hear it.
Don't
then I'll
die.
I felt
Oh,
such
not dying
regret,
today?
like, of all the people that I've
Don't
lost in my
die.
life. If I would have just said that to them, everything would be okay right now.
Well,
Yes,
you
die.
have
Wait, I'm
to
doing it.
also you have to rape them with the tentacle in their mouth.
Oh,
Then that
fuck.
also, I'm sorry, that's just science. If you guys are following the science,
It's a
so
package deal, fellas.
yeah.
Do you notice they had like Mortal Kombat arcade stage music in parts of the
I
movie?
did
also?
at the end of
Yeah.
the movie during the action scene. I noticed that
Yeah,
too.
that
I was
and whenever
"Man, that
he
sounds a lot like Mortal
jumps
Kombat."
up out of bed and he rips his fucking bandages off, he's like, "We must go," or whatever. I don't know. I think I probably did that better than the actor also.
You definitely did.
The dubbing of this movie kind of sounded like in some parts when the one guy, the pencil thin mustache guy, was talking. It sounded like the version of Blade Runner where it's like more noir and Harrison Ford is doing the voiceover. Have you?
Yeah, you got doing the narration in
It
it.
sounded just like it. It was yeah.
Weird. It doesn't like know where to pause in between certain words and shit. Like,
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
don't
good.
have an example of it.
No, it wasn't good. That's what I'm saying. Like this whole movie was utter shit, and I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, Javi. You gave us Perfect Blue to watch as an anime film, and that was a really good movie.
I was
liked it.
convinced.
I liked
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I like Perfect Blue a lot. I like this movie just because of the gore. That's it. I love the gore. This gore in this movie is awesome, but that's all. It's tentacle gore porn.
Yeah.
And
Jay,
I got
what
to be
did-
honest, by saying that gave me a little bit of a hard on.
Jay, what did you like about this movie? Seeing as you and
No,
Bobby-
I'm telling you, I was looking at it from 1995 eyes. The gore was good. The story is fun.
How many eyes do you have?
I think that I could see its influence on some later things. Like I definitely saw some inspiration for House of the Dead from this movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, you're two people in suits fighting monsters I thought that was kind of cool. I could just see where it influenced, but again, like it felt like it needed more. So I just felt like the story hadn't been completed yet. So I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, I guess I just don't have the gas to just hate it. I guess is what some of y'all do. But yeah, I'm not saying it's superb in any way. I just felt like there could have been more. That's all.
Look, trust me, it takes no effort for me to hate this thing. Just so you
Well,
know,
yeah, but- yeah, I know.
I'm not running on empty or anything over here.
But you don't like anime, so like for you, it's
No,
like,
I do
that's
this
like
to
putting on a T-shirt for you. It's
I
not
do this
exactly
to
like,
chide. I
It's not
do this.
exactly like you're breaking the
I
sound barrier.
do this to fucking chide Javi right here.
Yeah,
I know how
get it.
much he fucking cares about it, so I fucking give him shit. I didn't mind. I like Perfect Blue. There's certain things I'll watch here and there, but I mean, this is just fucking disjointed garbage.
Absolutely disjointed in a lot of ways.
I would rather fucking inject my cock and balls with gasoline and have strangers line up with Roman candles and shoot at my dick than ever recommend this movie for anybody to fucking watch.
Again, my dick got a little hard. I don't know why.
Sounds like a
You're
slow
welcome.
Saturday for me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, this movie is so short that I enjoyed the gore so much that I didn't mind it because it's over in like 52 minutes and you got 4 minutes of credits.
Yeah, dude. I've had
Dude, I checked the timer every fucking 2 minutes. I swear to God.
Believe you.
And we are getting horribly pelted with shit now.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Javi, I gotta ask you this.
Call Seth Coles.
Was this movie?
Congratulate him on his. Never mind.
Oh, we know.
Javi, was this movie Vengeance for Hot Takes 2 on We Are Air?
I'm not gonna lie, a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I missing? What am I missing
So
here?
we did Hot Takes 2, and we promised Javi that we wouldn't say anime
I
stuff.
told them when we did the first hot takes, I was like, "Fuck, I'm not doing a part 2 because I know exactly what's gonna be on the chopping block." Because I lost big in hot takes 1.
Here's
And
the
you
thing.
can't fucking deny that I did it. And I didn't want to do hot takes 2 because I knew you fucking were gonna take away anime from me. And Doug hit me well. Oh, surprise hot takes! And the first thing Jake did, and Doug made sure that motherfucker went first, took away anime from me. Fuck you.
Hey,
My
for
vengeance is complete.
I'm so
for the-
confused.
Yeah, what are the hot takes?
So hot takes,
For-
anything we say as a trio and We Are
We're
Air, if we say we don't like it, we hot take against it, becomes canonical that the podcast is against it.
Yeah, we
So
don't-
immediately we said, in the first one I said TED Talks. I hate TED Talks. I think they're fucking pointless. I think they're stupid. I think they're overbloated people patting themselves on the back because they said something fucking smart. Pisses me the fuck off. It is. It's literally jerking off on stage for 15 to 20 minutes. Fuck TED Talks.
Amen.
That becomes canon that We Are Air hates TED Talks. Well, Jake did Final Fantasy VII. Spiky-haired dude can go fuck himself. And he also did Nightmare Before Christmas, which Duck loves.
oh
so-
my God.
It's a joke that those things are canonically hated by us as a trio. It's a joke. But Javi knew for a year we were going to say anime. He knew for a year. Literally, he did not let us do the second hot takes for a fucking year.
And then
And
you
so-
guys said, we'll do hot takes too, but we won't put anime on the table. And that was the only way. And you guys bamboozled me. Fucking anime on the table, ready to go.
Dude, it was like the Montreal screw job.
It was
like
beautiful. There's a clip online of
That
Javi.
means Javi was in on it.
Well, he kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one of those, Jay? You're one of those?
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. There's
Absolutely.
a clip. I'll send it to you guys later. It's a
It's
beautiful
great.
clip of
It
the
was all
moment-
Jim Cornette all along.
the moment where we said hot takes and Javi just went like an old Jewish grandmother, like, I don't know.
He's like, okay, Jake, you're up first. What do you think? I was like, you know what? I don't really like anime.
And it was beautiful.
It
So
wasn't beautiful.
this was
Alright.
vengeance a little bit for that. You picked one of the most animes you could find. Is that correct?
It's not the most anime I could find.
All right.
Javi, I'm not gonna lie, this does feel like a rib on your part. Like
It is.
of all the animes for you to pick, I'm like, I think you did this. I think you were kind of expecting all this.
He's
backlash.
testing the waters
Well,
and seeing
I mean,
what other animes he can pass. Well, that's the bar right there.
Yeah,
So I give him
because
another-
if you wanted to do a horror anime, Wicked City is actually a really good horror anime.
Tokyo Ghoul Police, man.
Oh,
I haven't
no,
heard of
no,
that one.
My second pick, if I wasn't gonna go for, if I was gonna be serious, I would have gone with Lily Cat for this pick, because Lily Cat's really fucking good.
I haven't heard that one
I
either.
want to give Javi credit because it diversifies what we look at and what we watch. Even if I didn't particularly enjoy it, I think it's important that we do have different kinds of horror, or else it's going to be the same thing over and over again. I would just pick slasher flicks. You know what I mean? So it's nice to have something else in here that mixes up. And I think we've had a fun 50-minute conversation about this. I think it's been a blast. So even though we didn't all enjoy it, we've had a fun conversation about it.
Thanks for making me watch this piece of shit, Holly.
Everybody showed up.
You know, we all came here together. Some of us shit on it, some of us didn't. I really fucking hate it, but thank you.
I mean, it was really cool because I was able to watch it and play Dead by Daylight at the exact same time. So.
Well, guys, with that said, let's go to recommendations.
How about some clips, buddy?
Well, we're going to go recommendations first.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't recommend it.
Ethan, do you recommend this?
Those kind of recommendations. Yeah, no. No. Just no.
Just no.
No.
Jake, what do you say? Yes or
No.
no to it?
What?
Recommend it for others to watch or no?
Who?
This movie. You, Jake.
Me?
Yeah.
No. No, not at all.
Beautifully done. Austin, can you recommend this or no?
To anybody in our audience watching right now, I totally recommend it. To any of my friends, I probably won't recommend it. But to anybody out there, I do think it had some very unique things. I wouldn't say I like hated it. I'm not on as far as Jake on that side, but
fucking movie sucks.
I think yeah, I would recommend it to some people.
So you hated it. You didn't hate it. You just hated it.
Yeah, just slightly. Just didn't know what I.
One hate, not two.
I wouldn't say I hated it. I just didn't know what I was watching, and I think I blocked out part of it because I remember the beginning and I remember the end, and I definitely watched all of it in between, but I don't remember some of the scenes y'all talked about, and I'm like, I think I might have fallen asleep.
I mean, there was a good chunk of this cast where none of us could name what happens between parts of the movie. So.
Yeah.
I watched it 1.5 times and I still couldn't follow it. All right, David, recommend or no?
It comes with a caveat. I would ask the person that I'm talking to about this film, do you like tentacle porn? And if they say yes, then I would like recommend this movie for
Have
you.
I got the movie for you?
And take this acid. Have fun. Jay, how about you? Recommend?
No, wait, take the mushrooms, not the acid. This is the wrong movie.
Wait.
I say take the acid and the mushrooms, and you get a whole different experience.
Oh my God, you don't come back from that.
It's like taking that special water in Dune. But yeah, I'd recommend it. Why not?
Yep.
Why not?
Finally, Javi, do you recommend this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Really hope you say no.
Yes. Come on, buddy.
So bad.
We need more than yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
I would absolutely recommend this movie. It's a fun, fucking gory anime movie. What's not to love?
What is fun about this?
It's fucking
The
gory.
tentacle porn?
You go to hell. Here's your ticket.
All right.
That's worth it. Hey, that's worth 52 minutes.
Oh.
And
I
don't
would
die.
not recommend
those two
this.
lines sold the movie for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy I watched it because this cast has been a blast. But otherwise, no, I would not recommend this. There's no way I would put anyone through this. I would say the ones I already went to, Spirited Away. That's the one you recommend.
Yeah.
So, but I do appreciate it, man. Let's get to the clips and let's see if we have fun watching the clips. Because if we do, maybe it'll change it up. So let me know if you can see that. All right, ready? The most anime ever.
Mary, get into it.
I'm so hungry. I need to eat. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm
Make sure you pay
starving.
special attention.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jesus, it's gonna give me a seizure. Yes, Ethan, I clipped it.
Yeah, I know you would.
It's not a titty, it's an orifice at that point. It's not the same
Sure,
thing.
Doug. Whatever helps you sleep at night, bud.
It would have
it
been
is.
cooler.
It's like it's eaten.
It'd have been cooler if that's where you put
She's
Javi.
got-
I know. I was hoping to see Javi's mouth just opening and closing.
I can just see Javi's head bopping up and down like that.
Oh my God.
Fingers going out from anything.
All right, Emo Bish.
It's always the same pattern. Kamada gets very emotional. We haven't even seen the patient, haven't made a diagnosis. But that's the way he gets whenever he's near them.
The hell is that? supposed to mean?
What is that?
Damn.
He cries whenever he's around those infected.
He sounds like a bigot.
Vaccine. I do like this.
Had an Evil Dead look to it.
It did.
Yeah.
Not Evil Dead. I'm sorry, Resident Evil with the
Yeah.
little bubble
This
thing.
predates Resident Evil though.
No, I wasn't saying that it was ripping off Resident Evil. I was like,
Maybe Resident Evil ripped
yeah.
this shit off.
Because
I
didn't it-
actually don't disagree with that statement at all. I think that is a very plausible thing.
That's why I said it.
A little rough. Whoa.
Gonna be a little rough with you under the circumstances. Can't help it.
The demon.
Okay.
All right, get ready for more hobby.
Yeah, I don't get why they always go for the fucking shirt.
You know why.
I know why.
Tentacle porn ain't shit without titties out.
You're right.
Yeah. Every time though. Every
I
time.
thought it was more about the tentacles, but okay.
Tentacle.
Tentacles.
Quarters.
Boom, got him. Boom, roasted.
He's a badass.
I don't buy it.
You ain't really squeezing all them coins. Who are you trying to fool, animated bastard?
I don't buy it.
Cardboard or something,
Just
boy.
saying. You gotta
That's
sell-
like the actual vein of the entire movie that Jake is just so pissed with. This fucking poser with his
It's
fucking
so
hands.
unbelievable, dude.
Oh my god.
I like it.
Can you, bitch?
Where is Bokudo? Nothing yet.
I hate this guy.
Bam!
How long do you intend to keep me waiting? Please, forgive me, sir.
You don't know how anatomy works at all. Like his head is super tiny compared
That's
to
like that looks like a Sinbad suit, didn't it?
Dude, he looks like a fucking Goomba from the Super Mario Brothers.
I was gonna say a reject from Final Fight. Like he's one of the villains that didn't make the cut.
He looks like Akuma's retarded brother is what he looks like.
Oh, we don't use the R word.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Ooh.
Product placement.
Oh, I was gonna mention that.
A nice little Coca-Cola. Here we go.
Do you think Coca-Cola was happy with that?
Oh,
Damn
yeah,
right they were.
Hey, there's never a bad time for a Coca-Cola, even in
Dude,
a
this is proof that they were like an Adam Sandler fucking type of situation here. That's all I'm saying.
You know what would have been funnier is if it was New Coke.
Yeah. That's a Coke. Oh, I love Coca-Cola.
Or if she would have said, "I prefer Pepsi."
Right.
One-way ticket. Here we go.
You go to hell. Here's your ticket.
Dude, that is like straight up, dude. That is something that I would, if I closed my eyes and I hadn't seen it before, I would have sworn it was in a fucking G.I. Joe cartoon. Like, he's got that fucking, you go to hell. Fucking Australian accent. What the best part of the whole
The
movie.
animation kind of reminds me of G.I. Joe a little bit.
Yeah, just
Oh,
then
it
in that
does.
scene also,
Yeah.
the explosions and shit.
It totally does.
Crash. It's the most anime ever, right?
My eyes. We're out of here.
Oh, you know what he looks like? One of those fucking predator dogs from Predators.
Oh yeah, he does. I have one of those.
Fuck yeah, those things are awesome.
I mean, that was pretty cool.
Predator
In a-
is good. Let's watch that.
In a small way, I think that right then he kind of reminds me of the god from Death Note too.
Yeah,
With
he
those
kinda
bug
does.
eyes.
You're
Yeah.
talking the what is it?
Shinigami.
Ryuk? Yeah.
Yeah, Ryuk. Yeah.
Yep.
Grandfather?
That's another good one. It's worth a watch.
say, I've been waiting for you. Here to seek my fortune.
Look at that zit on his forehead.
Yeah, what is that thing? I always like, why don't they fucking pop that? Like they give him a bigger knot on the other side.
It's a baby tentacle.
It's a photo stick.
You shouldn't laugh at an old man with a
dude,
tumor. Come
actually,
on,
you
man.
know what it is? It's his fucking third eye, and it hasn't opened yet. And
Whoa, yeah, whoa.
He totally does look like Dungeon Master from the 80s.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he?
I am Dungeon Master. I will be your guide. You kids are never escaping. That's a different story.
Bagu knows everything we'll do, does he?
yeah. All right, here's the hand scene. What's the fucking story with the hand?
Oh look, crate.
Yeah, this is like if it would have had Acme spray painted on the side, I would have bought this.
But no, it's a nuclear crate. Okay.
I was very confused.
Take my hand! Literally!
And the helicopter makes no sense there. Is it really flying into the moon?
I think it's a metaphor.
It's Luna Sea is what it is.
All helicopters and all animations either fly into the moon or the sun.
Oh,
It's
of
just a
course.
rule.
Yeah. I like how it appeared out of nowhere right in front of the moon also whenever the clip started.
Why the fuck is the hand still alive? I want to know. Hobby to explain. I want to know.
He just put the hand on the helicopter so he can figure out where she is.
It's like a what?
He put his hand on the helicopter so she can track it. Easy exposition. You don't have to explain it.
He said fuck her out. That's what he said.
I didn't say figure it out.
He said fuck her out. I heard him say something that wasn't.
Yeah. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long.
You are.
Tentacles.
That's fucking straight up carnum. Carnage.
I love Carnum.
Run, Sayaka! Run!
Running.
Speaking of running, at this point I was like, I gotta quit this. I was like, I gotta pull something.
The running was bad. This stuck out to me also.
That's very Predator dog.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That. No.
The battle. All right. 100% tentacle porn. There's no way around it. It happens. And
They even show the throat bulge out.
Yep.
You could have not, but you know.
Had to. I hate this guy. Oh, this isn't tentacle porn. That's his head ripping off.
I mean, Rule 34, man.
Now it's gonna be.
No!
Oh, there's titty.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. There you go.
I just really like this movie and I like the animation in it.
The plot's just so good.
Don't struggle. It only tightens.
All right, Crush is just a little bit.
What's with the music?
They had some really bad music in this
Fucking
too.
music in this shot is like, what? It's like a game show.
It's like a soap opera. It has a soap opera vibe to it.
Yeah.
Not that I watch soap operas or if there's anything wrong with watching soap
Oh,
operas.
I only watch Korean soap operas, sir. Thank
They
you.
have good storylines.
All right, and
Tentacle
finally, the end. The end question mark.
We have battles to fight.
I'm Batman.
The demon virus is here to conquer our world, and we aren't about to let it win.
It does feel like a pilot.
Are the
We
biohunters.
aren't about to win.
Did they not make any more biohunters after this?
They did
Yeah,
not make any more bio.
I had to look up and see if there's like a biohunter too. Like, clearly this had to lead into something else. Maybe
Yes!
plans
The
for
studio,
it, but
the studio got shut down shortly after this movie.
I
I
can
wonder
see
why.
why.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, it does feel. I thought the same thing. The way that ends, it feels like it's a pilot for something. That's why I was shocked there wasn't more stuff around, because if this is the most anime, it has all the hallmarks of what most people love about anime. But then again, I started thinking like, well, maybe this began a lot of the hallmarks of anime and what people think about it. Because like when I think of an anime movie or one that I might not particularly enjoy, I think of this. But like the blood, like maybe I'm desensitized too, because the violence was highly violent, and I don't know.
Yes, it's violence, like you said.
Yeah,
I don't think they would ever show this movie on Hallmark.
I mean, they might show the love interest story, the love story. The music, the music is definitely Hallmark.
The beginning, they would definitely show the titty eating the hand, which Ethan earlier was like, "You better not clip that."
Dude,
I'm like,
as soon as I saw it, I was like, Duck, don't even fucking do it. Don't even. Oh my god.
Yeah, he asked Javi for pictures earlier this week so he could cover up the naughty bits. The naughty bits.
I missed one titty. All right, guys. So we watched it. Let's give a recommendation. Ethan has one for us. Ethan, what do you got?
So I mentioned it in passing a little bit earlier, but I actually highly recommend Parasite. You can watch it on Netflix. It is subbed. I think there's also a dub on there if you want to watch it. But essentially, it's about this 17-year-old kid who gets infected with an alien parasite that eats his right hand. And he, because of this, starts getting hunted down by other parasites that have completely consumed the minds of these other humans. And it gets into all sorts of insane fucking gore and violence. Nice. And the story is so fucking good. I'll warn you, it's a bit of a day ruiner. I could only watch about 3 or 4 episodes at a time, but it has one of the most satisfying endings in just about anything I've ever seen. Highly recommend it.
And the thing about Parasite, Jim Henson...
Hold your mic closer, Hobby. We can barely hear you.
Oh. The thing about Parasite, the fucking manga was amazing, and the series is even better. This was originally tapped by the Jim Henson company to actually make into a live-action movie.
Wow.
And if you see some of this shit, you're like, holy fuck, that will make a dope movie with fucking puppets. Parasite, 100% recommend. I'm with Ethan. It is fucking amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic. So highly recommend it, guys.
Right on. With that said, David, where can they find you on the internet?
Stop Motion Nightmares on Facebook and Children of Dave on Instagram.
Definitely go check out that Instagram. I've been sharing that with people a lot.
Thanks, man.
Showing off your creations, just saying how awesome they are. One of my coworkers almost stole my Clockwork Orange.
What?
The other day he saw that and he's like, "This is awesome." He took it up to you to try to buy it. And I was like, "Dude, I already bought it." He's like, "Oh, okay." Like, what are you fucking doing, bro? Yeah. So you can check us out on the internet. You can check out the podcast on wearepodcast.podbean.com. We have We Are Error, which we're going to be releasing the 100th episode of next week. 100. It was a blast to record. We had so much freaking fun. That's where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fucking we want to talk about. That's me, Jake, and Hobbs breaking down pop culture. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast coming back at you because me and Ethan recorded one earlier today about
We are back at the Bagoo, baby. We're coming back.
So we got where we talk video games, Atari to Steam, and everything else in between. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We also have Heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. That's where we play some D&D. And of course, we have Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time here on Twitch. With that said, fuck this movie, but also I'm happy we watched it.
One more thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I just do one more plug? June 5th at Viva's Lounge, I'll be hosting the Dirty, Funny, Sexy Burlesque show.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds dirty, funny,
Where's
and
that?
sexy.
Viva's Lounge in the Design District. It's a club that's made for burlesque shows. It's a huge venue, and the stage is set up for burlesque. So you've got it's in Dallas. Yep. If you like burlesque, come on out.
The Dork Side show went freaking awesome.
That was very cool. Thank you guys, and thanks Jay for putting up. It was so cool. Jay took me out and showed me the Dork Side poster on the 4 panels up on the where you can see it by the street. That was, oh my God, that was so cool, man. That was really cool. And then seeing the video of beforehand with Darren, and then Steve Awesome popped on there. It was really fun.
Heck yeah, that was a fun show. So congratulations on that again. With that said, guys, thank you so much for being here for yet another Camp Slash. Next week we'll be watching The Thing, so make sure you come back and check that out. With that said, keep horror in your heart. Keep it in your heart. That's where it needs to be. With that,